Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to remove an airbag out of an '01 Chevy Suburban. Now first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery, which is on the driver's side up here. I think it's a 5/16 bolt. So just disconnect the negative ground on there. So then you want to grab a screwdriver, I would say medium size, nothing real small, nothing real big. You can turn the steering wheel either left or right. Newer models has like a hole over here, but this one doesn't. It has little notches. So if you look right down here, you'll see this little cutaway in the back of the steering wheel. If you turn the steering wheel all the way over, you'll see the same thing on this side. You just want to turn it basically a quarter turn like that. And then you're going to stick the screwdriver right up in here with the flat head. Just go right up in there in that notch. And then once you get up in there, just basically pull it upward. And whenever you push it upward, you'll see the airbag. See how that popped loose right there? And then you'll turn the steering wheel back around, opposite side. Find the notch over here. Stick it in there. Basically do the same thing, just go upward with it, and you can see right there how to release the airbag. So once you get that popped off and you pull the airbag out slightly, you'll see where the airbag's connected, and you'll need to pop this little clip off the front right here, and then sometimes you can wiggle that off. Sometimes you have to get a little screwdriver underneath here and just barely pull on it like that, and it'll pop the wiring off of here. If you don't pull this retaining clip in the center off, then you'll end up breaking the tabs right there. And I'm going to show you, here's the screwdriver with the airbag off. If you look right down in here in this little hole right here, and then there's also one right there, that's where the pins come at on the airbag right here, and it has these little notches on the back side on both sides of the airbag. You can see it right there. So whenever you're sticking the screwdriver in from over here and you're pushing it upward like this, all you're doing is you are pushing on that wire right there. If you want to watch it, see how that wire moves? I'm just pushing that wire down. Whenever it pushes the wire down, it releases it off from the mounting tabs. This one came in with a horn and op. And just looking at it right here, you can see the wire out, and then also this wire right here is disconnected. So I'll be having to reconnect those and get it to work properly. I basically took this wire off, and I didn't really take a picture of it, but this wire was broken inside there. I took it apart and soldered it up instead of going and buying a new piece. The new piece wasn't really that expensive, but I already had the solder. I could have replaced the horn mount right there. I think it was like 20 something dollars, probably 30 something after tax, but all I did was take the wire, run it back through the little connector, and then I soldered it at the end and it fixed it. And then I clocked the steering wheel correctly. Now I'm not sure if you see this, but the wheels are to the left quite a bit and steering wheel's to the right. So whenever I first looked at the steering wheel, it was straight. Well, the hole in here for the wiring was not straight. So what happens is that a lot of people will turn the steering wheel because they think it's straight from, you know, the shaft, and it's really not. It's only going on the first set of splines, and so you end up putting the steering wheel on incorrectly. There's a little arrow right here, and if you look at your shaft, there'll actually be a big gap on your spline, and that big gap is the one that lines up with the arrow. And so whenever you put it back together, you end up with a steering wheel that's completely off, and that's because the alignment was not done correctly. So you'll have to go to the alignment shop and readjust your tie rods underneath the front of the vehicle in order to straighten up the steering wheel and get it centered for a proper alignment. Whenever you're putting it back together, make sure you have that release pin out. Push it back in until it clicks in. You'll definitely hear like a little click. And then once you hear that, then go ahead and push your retaining tab back in, and now you've locked the connector back into your airbag. And then just make sure everything's out of the way right here. Once you get it up in there into position, you're just gonna basically give it a little tug or a little push. Did you hear it click? Now it's right back in the same position that it was whenever you removed it. But that's how you take the airbag out of an '01 Chevy Suburban. hopefully that video helped someone out today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for me. Like it, share it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching again, everyone.